Cabinet approves grant for Gen Z Martyrs Family Welfare Society, approves a labour agreement between Nepal and Israel. Travel restrictions lifted on former Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli following completion of high-level inquiry. Displaced families in Nepal's Kanchanpur struggle in temporary shelters amid harsh cold wave and delayed resettlement. Delcy Rodriguez to be sworn in as Maduro faces U.S. court appearance amid tensions. South Korean president meets Chinese President Xi Jinping to restore ties amid regional tensions and economic concerns. And T20 World Cup 2026 trophy arrives in Nepal ahead of historic public display and cricket celebration. Hello there, I am Sarah Sapsanamarai and this is NTV World Primetime News coming to you live from Kathmandu at 1900 hours Nepal time. Across the globe, it's 1:15 p.m. in London, 10:15 p.m. in Tokyo, and just after midnight in Sydney. Now the news in detail. Nepal's Council of Ministers has approved a grant for the Gen Z movement Martyrs Family Welfare Society. According to Minister for Communications and Information Technology, Jagadish Kharel, the society will implement welfare programs for the families of martyrs of the Gen Z movement. The cabinet also approved a labour agreement between Nepal and Israel, as well as a memorandum of understanding with Oman. It approved the order to blend ethanol in petrol and the third amendment of the Forest Regulations 2082.
मुख्य अनुसन्धान निर्देशक पदमा अनुसन्धान निर्देशक ओम बहादुर खड्कालाई बढुवा गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। 2. समस्याग्रस्त सहकारी संस्थाको सम्पत्ति व्यवस्थापन तथा दायित्व भुक्तानी सम्बन्धी कार्य गर्ने व्यवस्थापन समितिको सदस्य पदमा श्री कुलप्रसाद नेउपानेलाई मनोनयन गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। 3. जेनजी शहीद परिवारको लागि कल्याणकारी कार्यक्रम सञ्चालन गर्न जेनजी शहीद परिवार कल्याणकारी समाजलाई अनुदान उपलब्ध गराउने निर्णय भएको छ। 4. नेपाल सरकार र ओमान सरकार बीच हुने समझदारी पत्र स्वीकृत गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। 5. नेपाल सरकार र इजरायल सरकार बीच हुने श्रम सम्झौता स्वीकृत गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। 6. पेट्रोलमा इथानोल मिश्रण गरी प्रयोगमा ल्याउने सम्बन्धी आदेश 2082 स्वीकृत गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। 7. वन तेस्रो संशोधन नियमावली 2082 स्वीकृत गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ।
The Inquiry Commission formed post-Gen Z movement has lifted travel restrictions on CPN-UML chair and former Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. The restrictions had been imposed in connection with the investigation into the actions of Oli during Gen Z movement on September 8 and 9 when he was Prime Minister. The high-level inquiry has now concluded. The former Prime Minister had submitted his statement to the Commission yesterday. The District Administration Office of Parsa has imposed a curfew in Birganj. The order, effective from 1 p.m. today until further notice, prohibits all gatherings, assemblies, rallies and demonstrations in the main areas of the metropolitan city. The curfew follows protests demanding action against those responsible for the incident in Dhanusha. The administration issued the order under the Local Administration Act 2028. Restricted area extends east to Bus Park, west to Sirsia Bridge, north to Powerhouse Chowk and south to Sankaracharya Gate. Authorities have warned that anyone violating the curfew will be detained and strict legal action will be taken. Temperatures across the country have been steadily dropping in recent days, affecting daily life. Meteorological Department has said the cold is expected to intensify in the coming days. Snow is likely in high Himalayan regions, frost in the hills and cold waves with fog in the Tarai Madhesh regions. The department adds that there is no immediate chance of rain and winter precipitation is expected to remain low, similar to previous years.
देशभरको तापक्रम कुरा गर्दाखेरि जुम्लामा -6 सम्म पुगेको अवस्था छ हैन काठमाडौँको हकमा चाहिँ 3.5 सम्म झरेको अवस्था छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि हिजो आज चाहिँ अलिकति तापक्रम चाहिँ घटेको अवस्था विशेष गरेर बिहानको न्यूनतम तापक्रम भन्छौं रातभरि चिसिने क्रम चाहिँ त्यो देखिन्छ र अलिकति तराईको हकमा कुरा गर्दाखेरि तराईमा पनि केही तापक्रम चाहिँ हिजोभन्दा आज घटेको अवस्था छ, विशेष गरेर यो रातिको तापक्रम छ। र अलिकति फरक के छ भन्दा तराईमा चाहिँ 1-2 दिनमा घाम पनि लागेको अवस्था छ, लामो समय हुस्सो लाग्थ्यो, बिहानको समयमा हुस्सो लाग्ने, केही दिउँसो पक्क खुल्ने, त्यो भएर तराईको एयरपोर्टहरू पनि खुलेको अवस्था छ। हामी मध्य जाडोमै छौँ भनौँ न, अरू 15-20 दिन अझै चाहिँ जाडोको रहने देखिन्छ। विगतका वर्षहरू हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हिउँदयाममा वर्षा चाहिँ कम हुँदै आएको छ। गत वर्ष पनि हाम्रो जम्मा चाहिँ 60 मिलिमिटर 12 मिलिमिटर मात्रै वर्षा भयो एभरेजमा भनौँ देशभरि। अहिले त त्यो वर्षा पनि भएको छैन। अलिअलि पश्चिम वायुको प्रभावले गर्दाखेरि केही वर्षा हुने हो। त्यो पश्चिम वायु त्यति स्ट्रङ खालको बलियो खालको चाहिँ प्रणाली भित्रिएको अवस्था छैन, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि कम वर्षा भएको छ। उच्च हिमाली भूभागमा केही हिमपात भयो भने पहाड र तराईमा सुक्खा जस्तै छ। तत्कालै आगामी 2-4 दिनमा त्यस्तो वर्षा हुने प्रणाली पनि भित्रिने देखिएको छैन।
In Nepal's westernmost Kanchanpur district, hundreds of displaced families continue to live in temporary tents more than 2 decades after losing their land for the Sukla Fata National Park expansion. Inside a tent village in Bhimdatta municipality, 371 families, including women, children and the elderly, face harsh winters, leaking shelters and limited access to food and medical care. Many survive through daily wage labour while waiting for delayed government compensation. Octogenarian Jhupri Chetri says the struggle is unending. Every winter and summer brings the same hardships. Despite repeated calls for rehabilitation, only a few families have received state assistance. The remaining residents cling to hope, but with no secure shelter, their daily lives remain extremely challenging more than 24 years after displacement. We'll take a short break here. More news coming up. Welcome back to Primetime News here on NTV World. The closed list of candidates submitted by parties for proportional representation system is still far from being finalized, but some have already rejected their nomination. Few questions arise here. First, how did the name become public? And the second, will the withdrawal through social media posts be enough to make their nomination null and void? Our colleague Smithu Khising Tamang tries to find the answer.
As Election Commission of Nepal is busy in reviewing the closed list submitted by parties for proportional representation system, some celebrities have announced their withdrawal through social media. The list is still under the purview of the election body, and it has started consultation with the 64 political parties who have submitted the closed list to revise it. As the list is still under consideration, social media since a week has been abuzz over some of the names submitted. Irrespective of the confirmation of the commission, some individuals said to have been included by Rashtriya Swatantra Party (RSP) in its closed list bowed down to the social media pressure and withdrew their names. Among the individuals are Dr. Trishala Gurung, Sachin Dakal and Asif Shah, who have announced their withdrawal through social media. Will their personal withdrawal by posting a status on social media be enough, or the parties need to revise the list? Spokesperson at the Election Commission Narayan Prasad Bhatrai said the PR system follows a party-based nomination process and any changes must follow the official legal framework and timelines.
If anyone who is listed in that list and want to withdraw their name, they can do in post 28. So we have seen in some social medias, I have already withdrawn, I will not be the candidate. That is their voice. And officially, if they withdraw their name in post 28, it will be finalized and officially noted. Before that, we cannot say who will withdraw or not.
As per the timeline for the March 5 election, parties have to revise and submit the corrected list by January 11. This will be followed by another chance for candidates to withdraw if they wish to by January 12. The Commission will provide a week-long deadline for political parties to end replacements, if any. The final closed list of the political parties will be published by the Commission on January 18 under the proportional representation system.
We have provided some letter to political parties to correct their list according to law. It will continue up to post 27, and according to that program, post 28 is that date in which date the candidate can withdraw their name from the list. After that, we will inform the political party who have already withdrawn that list, and the political party will send the next candidate in that post.
Though the list is still far from being final, the propaganda on social media and withdrawal by some candidates speaks of the increasing influence of digital landscape in Nepali political sphere as well. The essence of proportional representation is to reserve the participation of all clusters as per their demographic presence. Irrespective of who and what, the debate will definitely help ensure the essence of the proportional representation system. With camera person Samir Thapa, Smitu Gising Tamang reporting for NTV World.
With the House of Representatives elections scheduled for March 5, the Election Commission has been intensifying preparations and held separate discussions with representatives from all 7 provinces ahead of the Code of Conduct implementation. Stakeholders highlighted the challenges of controlling digital platforms and suggested creating a dedicated mechanism for monitoring. With over 90% of Nepalese using mobile phones, distinguishing between true and false information remains a major challenge, especially during elections. The Commission emphasized that misinformation through social media, including fake IDs and foreign propaganda, cannot be fully controlled at the local level. It proposed a high-level central group combining technical, regulatory, research and law enforcement bodies to ensure effective monitoring. Acting Chief Election Commissioner Ram Prasad Bhandari stressed collaboration with all relevant agencies to prevent technology misuse. Commissioners Sagun Samsher Rana and Dr. Janaki Kumari Tuladar highlighted improvements in previous shortcomings and the need for political consultation to ensure effective Code of Conduct enforcement. Secretary Krishna Bahadur Raut added that monitoring and action against violations will involve all relevant authorities. Moving on, the 7th series of the Unification March, organized by Nepal Army to promote tourism along the historical unification route, has officially begun. The march started from Hanuman Bhanjang near Gorkha Darbar, and it will continue until it reaches Hanuman Thoka Darbar in Kathmandu on 11th of January. The march is part of 304th celebration of Prithvi Jayanti and National Unity Day. It aims to preserve and promote historical monuments, forts and sites along the unification route. Nepal Army has been organizing this march since 2020 to combine tourism development with the commemoration of Nepal's unification history. Trade through the Rasuagari international border with China has resumed after 6 months. The border had been closed following destruction of a permanent bridge by floods on September. According to the Rasuagari Customs Office, a Bailey Bridge was constructed over the Lende River with support from Chinese government, allowing imports and exports to restart. According to customs data, over 3 billion rupees worth of Chinese goods, including apples, ready-made garments, electric vehicles and spare parts have been imported till mid-December. Since the reopening, around 96 containers carrying goods from China have entered Nepal. Nepali exports to China include statues, carpets, bamboo mats, handicrafts, handmade paper, copper decorations and hay. Time now for a short break. We'll see you with global updates on the other side.